Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the News on Map series. I am Pooja and today we will discuss about those questions that have been there with the help of course, the news piece to which they are related. We will visualize these questions with the help of maps. So let's begin with the practice question. We have to consider the pairs. Of course, whenever questions of pairs are asked, it does not mean that you have to get all overwhelmed with the amount of information that is given in the question. Even if you know one pair, if it is correct, you will be easily able to answer this question. Okay, so glaciers, we have to match them with the state. Chorabari Glacier, Ladakh, Zemo Glacier, Sikkim, and Sonapani Glacier, Uttarakhand. Milam Glacier belongs to Himachal Pradesh. This is what the question has asked. And if we look at this particular question, we will try to understand it through the help of maps. Now, if we talk about the Chorabari Glacier is just, you can see, to the south of Companion Glacier, or we can also say it is to the west of Companion Glacier, which is in Uttarakhand. Here you see that the pair is of course saying Ladakh, which is not true. Then comes Zemo Glacier. Zemo Glacier, yes, it belongs to Sikkim. Okay, so Zemo Glacier is correctly belonging to Sikkim, and that makes the second pair to be correctly matched. Sonapani Glacier is actually not in Uttarakhand. Okay, it's not in Uttarakhand, but Sonapani Glacier is actually in Himachal Pradesh. And if we talk about Milam Glacier, it is in Uttarakhand. Okay, so you see that it has been interchanged, right? So only one pair is correctly matched. The correct answer is Sonapani in Himachal Pradesh is the correct answer. Now, the United Nations Security Council has threatened to impose targeted sanctions against criminal gangs and human rights abusers in Haiti. So we have to arrange the following streets from west to east. Okay, Windward Passage, then comes Mona Passage, Anigada Passage, and Yucatan Passage. Let us see what is the west to east direction of it. Now, if we talk about west to east direction, we have to arrange the west to east regions of the Caribbean Sea. Yucatan Passage is first here, then Windward Passage is there, then Mona Passage. So you see Haiti lies between of course, the region of Caribbean Sea and between the Windward Passage and the Mona Passage. Haiti has been in the news a lot because of the gang war going over there. Then Anegada Passage, that means first is Yucatan, okay. Then comes, after that, Windward Passage, then comes Mona Passage, and then comes, of course, Anegada Passage in the last, okay. So 4, 1, 2, 3 is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Moving on. At least 13 people have been killed in fighting between armed groups in the Libyan capital, Tripoli. Okay, so let us look at our question which says, which of the following group of countries have a border with Libya? Okay, so Libya gives us these many this question gives us these many options to choose from. Let us have a look at Libya. Now, Libya, it shares its borders with Tunisia, Algeria, Niger, Chad, Sudan, and Egypt. Okay, so you see that here many question answers are given in which those countries are also included which do not have a border with Libya. So Morocco is out of the picture. Then here Somalia is out of the picture. Okay, then comes Mali, Ghana, and Egypt. Mali and Ghana are not a part of it. Mali and Ghana, where is Mali and Ghana? Nowhere. So B is also not correct. From you can know that from this entire process of elimination, we can know that C is the correct answer. Moving on. Let's talk about the news piece. Now, firefighters are battling blazes on the Greek island of Crete. And that was on Saturday, a week ago, after several fires have spread on the island since Friday. Then the Special Committee on Decolonization adopted a resolution recently requesting the governments of Argentina and the UK to find a peaceful solution relating to the question of the Falkland Islands. Falkland Islands are also known as Islas Malvinas. Okay, so we have to match the islands to which they belong to, the country of course. Crete, Greece, Islas Malvinas, United Kingdom. Galapagos Island, that is in the Pacific, belongs to Colombia. Let us see how many pairs are correctly matched. You see, this is Crete, which is in the Mediterranean Sea, and this is the largest island of course, largest as in population, island of Greece. Okay, then comes Falkland Islands. which are also known as Islas Malvinas. It is administered by the UK and disputed between UK and Argentina. So Falklands belong to United Kingdom. Then Galapagos Island, they belong to the coastal country of Ecuador in South America. Okay, so the correct answer will be, let's see, first is correct, second is correct, third is not correct. So 2 pairs only is the correct answer. All right, moving on to the next set of question. The next set of question is with respect to, currently this one is with respect to ICJ. The International Court of Justice is set to rule on Myanmar's preliminary objections to a genocide case brought over the military's brutal 2017 crackdown on the mostly Muslim Rohingyas. So, with respect to Myanmar, we have a question. Statement based, the Tropic of Cancer passes through Myanmar to its north. Rangoon lies to the north of Naypyidaw and the Shan Plateau lies to the east of Myanmar. So, let us see what is the situation. Yes, Tropic of Cancer, as you can see, this is the central region, this is the southern region, and this is the northern region of Myanmar. So, yes, the first statement is correct. Then comes the second statement. Rangoon lies to the north of Naypyidaw. No, Rangoon lies to the south of Naypyidaw. Okay, so second is also, you see, of course, not correct. Okay, first is correct, second is not correct, and then comes the Shan Plateau lies to the east of Myanmar. The Shan Plateau lies to the east of Myanmar is the correct answer. All right, that makes the third statement to be correct. 1 and 3 is the correct answer. Option C here shows us to be the correct answer. Moving on. Next is with respect to US blacklist ex-Paraguay President Horacio Cartes for corruption. Now, with respect to this, we have a very interesting question. Which among the following pairs of countries, we know that very few countries, they have a coast, very few countries, they are actually landlocked in South America. Most of the countries have a coastline. So, which of the following pairs of countries in South America does not have a coastline? Argentina and Bolivia, Uruguay and Paraguay, Paraguay and Uruguay, and then Bolivia and Paraguay. Okay, so this is with respect to this map. You can see Bolivia and Paraguay, you see, are the only two countries that do not have a coastline. All right, so Bolivia and Paraguay is the correct answer. Okay, moving on to the next set of questions. Now, European Union has launched new legal procedures against UK over Northern Ireland. Many of you must be having certain kind of confusion. What is Great Britain? What is United Kingdom? And what are the British Isles? So with respect to that, I have introduced this question. Consider the following statements. The Great Britain consists only of Scotland and England. The United Kingdom consists of Scotland, Ireland and Wales only. So we have to select the correct statement or statements. Moving on, you see this question can be answered with the help of this particular map. Scotland, England and Wales. These three make up the Great Britain. Comes Northern Ireland with them. Now this becomes the United Kingdom of Britain, Great Britain and Northern Ireland. British Isles are made up of Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland, okay, and Isle of Man. So you see that both the first and the second statement are not correct. That means both 1 and 2 are not correct. Okay, let's move on to the next set of questions. Now, Thailand's Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has survived a no confidence motion in the parliament in his last major test ahead of a general election that is due in less than a year. So we have to arrange the capitals of the following Southeast Asian countries from north to south. Remember, not the countries but the capitals of them. That means latitude of capitals have to be known. Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia and Laos. Let us see. Okay, so here is Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. Then Vientiane, the capital of Laos. Then of course Bangkok, the capital of Thailand. Then comes Phnom Penh, that is the capital of Cambodia. And then Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia. So Vietnam stands first, then Laos, then Thailand and Cambodia. Okay, so Vietnam, Laos, then Thailand and Cambodia. Okay, and then last we have Malaysia. So 1, 5, 2, 3, 4. 1, 5, 2, 3, 4 is the correct answer. Okay, let's move on and talk about the next question. It is with respect to the news. The crew of the famous class medium endurance cutter US CGC Mohawk rescued 5 sea turtles in the Atlantic Ocean while on a scheduled deployment of the Gulf of Guinea, July 14, 2022. So, which of the following sea is not a part of the Atlantic Ocean? Baltic Sea, North Sea, English Channel, and Bay of Biscay. Let us see. Here lies the Atlantic Ocean. It is basically an S-shaped ocean like this, right? So, for Atlantic Ocean, we know Bay of Biscay is a part of it, English Channel is a part of it, and North Sea is also a part of the Atlantic Ocean, but not the Baltic Sea, okay? Baltic Sea is not a part of the Atlantic Ocean. That means option A is the correct answer over here, alright? Moving on to the next set of questions. Now we have to match the hill ranges to the state to which they belong. Like we have to select how many pairs is or are incorrectly matched. Kubro Hills, Mizoram, Pawangpui Hill Range, which is also known as Blue Mountain, Manipur, Kangto, Sikkim. Let us see. If we talk about the Kubro Hill Range, it is in Manipur, okay? So it's not in Mizoram but Manipur. First is incorrectly matched. One pair is incorrectly matched. Then comes Pawangpui Hill Range. Pawangpui is in Mizoram, which is also known as Blue Mountain. Okay, second is correct. And then Kangto is in Arunachal Pradesh, right? So all the three are incorrectly matched. We had to select which ones are incorrectly matched, how many ones of them. All three pairs are incorrectly matched. Moving on to the next question. From east to west, arrange the following rivers. Son, Ken, Chambal, Sindh, and Betwa. Let us see. Now here, Son, I think it was east to west, right? Let me just see. Yes, east to west. Son, then comes Ken, then comes Betwa, Sindh, and Chambal. And you see that you have to also remember in which order these rivers join the main river. Like for Yamuna, we have Chambal joining it first, then Sindh comes, then Betwa, and then Ken, and then Son. Okay, so Son, Ken, Betwa, Sindh, and Chambal. All right, so that becomes Son, Ken, Betwa, Sindh, and Chambal. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3. Let us find it out. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3. Option D is the correct answer. Let us move on to the next question. A person wished to travel from Karnal to Kollam in such a manner that they are able to cross the minimum number of interstate border. What is the minimum number of borders that one might cross? 4, 5, 6, and 7. Karnal is in Haryana, Kollam is in Kerala. That means you have to be well aware with the maps, okay? So you see that from Karnal, okay, that is in, of course, Haryana. Here to Kollam, that is in Kerala. A person can travel in any manner, right? India is a country which gives us the right to have interstate relations, travel throughout India. And from here, a person can cross one border, then second border, then third border, then fourth border, if a person does not go to Goa, okay? Remember that. From Karnal, one border, then two borders, then three borders, then four, and then finally 5. If a person wants to go through Goa, that would be 6, and this is not minimum. If a person can move from here, again, this is not the kind of, route that we want, because we want the minimum number of borders. So minimum would be 5. Option B is correct over here. Let us move on to the next set of questions. Now Sanu Sherpa from Sangkhu Wasabha district in East Nepal, he reached the top of Gasherbam second, which is the 13th highest mountain range in the world. So we have to arrange the following peaks of mountains from south to north. That means from bottom to top. Nanga Parbat, Dhaulagiri, Broad Peak, Gasherbam, and K2. Let us see the map. Okay, so here this is the map of which is showing us the peaks of India, northern India. And first we have, of course, I think first it was Nanga Parbat, Dhaulagiri. Yes, Dhaulagiri is in, as compared to all, in northern region of India. This is the lowest one, the most bottom one. Then comes, of course, Nanga Parbat, then Gasherbam, then Broad Peak, then K2. Okay, so first Dhaulagiri is there. Then I think after that we have Nanga Parbat. Yes, 2-1. Okay. Then we have Gasherbam and then Broad Peak and then K2. So 2-1-4-3-5 is the correct answer. 2-4, 2-1, 4-3-5 is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. You can also take a screenshot of this. Okay. Moving on. The tigress Sundari was brought under medical supervision from Kanha Tiger Reserve to the Van Vihar National Park. Okay, Van Vihar National Park, and that is why this question is asked. One draws a straight line from the Hemis National Park, of course in Ladakh, to Van Vihar National Park. The line will definitely pass through which of the following national parks? From Hemis in Ladakh to Van Vihar in Madhya Pradesh, Sariska Madhav, Great Himalayan National Park and Kalisar National Park. So, if we draw a line from Hemis National Park to Van Vihar National Park, okay, so Kalisar is National Park is over here, right? To the, you can say east of the line, and Sariska is over here. Then Madhav is to the east again and Sariska is west. But Great Himalayan National Park is lying in the middle of the line. So Great Himalayan National Park is our correct answer. Alright, these are the kind of questions that can be asked for the national parks that have been in the news. Now the practice question goes like for the next segment. Which of the following is the second longest river of Europe, passes through 5 capital cities of Europe? Rhine, Shannon, Danube and Volga. Okay, so that's it for today. Tomorrow we shall meet again with another segment. Until then, stay updated and thank you so much for watching.